Hi, good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's wait for 2 more minutes since people are still joining, then we'll start.
Ma'am, can we know what's today's class about?
Yeah, we're doing a practice assignment from week 7 today. Okay, I think we can start. So before that, there are some re-evaluations that we are going to do for week 6 graded assignment because so what happened is since we are having this new UI from this term, so some of the previous assignment questions were not rendered properly in the UI, right? So some of those pseudocode questions where there are line numbers in the pseudocode. So for some of those questions, the line numbers are not actually matching the options, right? So we're going to reevaluate for those questions. In week 7, also some people have sent posts on discourse regarding some questions having those discrepancies. So we're looking into that.
Ma'am,
So yeah.
sorry for interruption, but yes, that lines were actually counting only the pseudo codes which we were given, not the
Mm-hmm.
commas or
The line number was wrong, right? I mean, the options were not actually
yes,
matching the line numbers in the pseudocode.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for
So,
those
ma'am,
questions
do we
only,
have to give it again or
no, 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 no. You don't have to do anything. We will reevaluate from our side. Okay. And for week 7 also, those of you who have already, please don't share screen or anything. Yeah. So those of you who have already gone through the assignments, if you still find it is the deadline, please again make a post on Discourse, or you can even let me know in the session itself. We'll do that. Okay. Yes, Rupam, you want to say something?
Ma'am, yesterday night I have sent you an email. Have you gone through the question
Which one? Wait, let me check once.
practice assignment? And you have also replied.
Yeah, let me just. This is PA51, right? That
Yeah, yeah,
Q5.
yeah. PA.
Okay, let me open the question once. There was some issue with the options, no?
Yeah,
Let me share my screen.
that is different. The portal question is different from the question which was given in PDF.
Yeah, yeah, that is the issue that's happening. The PDFs are
Yeah,
fine, and that's what we have actually, but in
that's
the
not the issue to me, but I
yeah,
am
yeah.
telling that can this is this question means the options are incorrect. I think is it right or wrong?
Just let me check the question once. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
This is the question.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Sentence is said to be ideal if it has one verb and exactly one noun or uh,
Ma'am,
one pronoun. Okay. Yes.
uh, I think it is the question, the line number is incorrect in line number 25, but it is different from here also. I don't know what is happening. Okay, can I share my ones, or can you share the screen which was sent to email by me?
Wait. Yeah.
That was the question.
That's right.
Yeah.
Uh, According to this, okay. This is you're saying this is also different from what is in my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Wait. Got
The pseudocode is very small in your portal.
Yeah, so actually what happened is they removed the white spaces here. Okay, see in your screenshot there are still some blank lines in the middle, like line 19. There is
Yeah.
nothing in line 19. So these are actually removed in this time
Okay,
in this.
that's fine. But according to the question and the option which I have sent, I think there is a difference. Means the options are not matching.
Yeah, that is the line number error only.
Uh,
Should I solve this question once and tell you which are the
yeah, yeah,
correct
yeah.
options?
It would be the better way.
Yeah, okay. See. So a sentence is said to be ideal if it has at least one verb and exactly one noun. Um, hmm. Or exactly one pronoun but not both. Okay. So that means it has to have at least one verb and exactly one noun or pronoun, right? So the verb is constant and then with that you either have a noun or have a pronoun but not both. Now the following pseudocode is executed using words dataset. At the end of execution, the pseudocode count stores the number of ideal sentences and slist stores the lists of the word in ideal sentences. Okay. So there is some mistake. So what this procedure should do is it should find out that which sentences are ideal. For that, it has to check two things. One is that there is at least one verb, and second is there is exactly one noun either or one pronoun, right? But not both. And every time we find such an ideal sentence, we have to store all the words in that sentence in a list, which will be an element in the S list. So S list is a list of lists. So inside S list, every element is a list, and every list, that is every element, represents all the words from an ideal sentence, right? So if there are five ideal sentences, let's say in the data set, then there will be five lists in S list. Okay, I hope the statement is clear. Now let's see. So A, B, C are all initialized to 0, count is initialized to 0, fine. S list, W list are empty. Okay. So while table 1 has more rows, so now we go through the cards one by one. Now, since we need to store every word, right? Every word into a list. So once we start scanning a sentence, we will start putting every word that we scan into a list. So in case that sentence turns out to be an ideal sentence, we can directly add this list to S list, right? So first time you read a word, you first append it to W list, which was also empty initially. So of course you can understand that this W list is going to keep track of all the words in a particular sentence. So every time you reach the end of a sentence, that is last word with a full stop, then you have to again reset this W list to empty so that you can again go for the next sentence, right? So
Yes,
next
ma'am.
condition is you check that the current word is a noun or not. If it is a noun, then you increment A. Then you see if it is a pronoun, then you increment B, and if it is a verb, then you increment C. So we know that there has to be at least one verb. So at least means which sign? Less than equal to, greater than equal to.
Greater than equal.
If I say C is less than equal to 5, means what? C has to be at
At
most 5.
most, at most.
Right? At least is greater than equal to. Correct. So the C variable that you see here, if it has a value which is more than one or more than one, then it's fine. Our sentence has at least one verb. Other than that, this A and B, right? If A is 1 for a sentence, like after scanning the entire sentence, if we see that A is 1, then B has to be 0. And if B is 1, then A has to be 0 because either one pronoun or one noun, right? Exactly 1.
Yes.
So these three conditions have to be checked here for every word. Now, fourth if statement in line 16 is saying if word ends with a full stop, that means we are at the end of a sentence. So we already have all the words of that sentence in W list. Next, in the nested if, you're checking that if A plus B is equal to 1, that means either it's a noun or it's a pronoun. I mean, either there is exactly one noun or exactly one pronoun in the entire sentence. Right, then only A plus B will be exactly equal to 1. But this condition, is it correct? C less than equal to 1?
No.
Because we are saying at least one verb, right? And not at most.
Yeah.
So C will be greater than equal to 1. So incorrect if condition. This will be one mistake. Now, if I fix it, then say the rest of the code. So in case if I fix it as C is greater than equal to 1, then this condition becomes correct. And if both of these conditions are satisfied, then we know the current sentence is an ideal sentence. So we have to increment count. Count is keeping track of how many ideal sentences are there. And if it is an ideal sentence, then of course all the words will be added to S list. So all the words are currently stored in W list for this particular sentence. So you add W list to S list. But is this addition symbol correct?
No.
This
Because
is
we are
arithmetic.
taking this, so we have to append.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
arithmetic addition. So
Number
line 19 is also. Is anything else wrong here?
I don't think so.
Is this W list correct?
Yeah, because for
W list
each
has to be
sentence,
reset.
yeah, reset because it is given after
Ideal
full stop.
sentence. See, W list has to
No,
be
it
reset
would
after
be
every sentence.
it. Yeah.
and if
So
we
it
are
would be
keeping track of sentences, then A, B, C has to be
before
reset to 0.
before line 23 W list should be there.
See, A, B, C, W list. All of them need to be reset after every sentence, right?
Yes,
For the new
if
sentence
we
to
are
start.
keeping
That
So
means
sentences,
it would
line
yes.
be
20 and
after
21.
22.
Yeah, exactly. Means whenever you're at the end of a sentence, by default, you have to reset these two, whether the current sentence is ideal or not. So these two should not be inside line 20 and 21 should not be inside the nested if. It should be inside this line 16 if, right? Just put these two lines outside of the line 22, this brace.
Okay.
That is one more thing. So E and F, these are also wrong. Misplaced reinitialization. Yeah, nothing else. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Could you go to
Yeah.
the once to the screenshot because here electricity is not there, so I am unable to open my screen.
Option part, huh? Or the code?
A code, but in option in line number 25, I was having. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This line number 25 and all of these, okay, line 30, 31, 32, 33,
Okay.
like all of this reinitialization has to be done outside.
It was. It is outside only
It is
in this code.
outside only, yeah. So this is different.
Yes,
Mm,
that's why I'm telling. But the option for these was not given. That's the issue.
I think
A
this
technical
PDF
error,
is not.
something. That's
But
okay.
this
I'll
is
tell.
the correct question because we will not give all of this in separate lines, you know. That many options are not going to be there.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so now what you can do is, since in this time of testing of the new year, right, so some discrepancies are there. We're trying to like check out all of them
Your
before
voice is
we.
breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So what we're trying is that before every week we release the content, we're trying to check all of the discrepancies beforehand, right? But still some of the things might be left out because when you're solving actually, then you can test out every single question, right? So whenever you're getting such discrepancies at the first time only, you either mail or you either message in discourse, okay? So that we can change or update the questions before the deadline. and always refer to whatever is being shown in the portal. Okay. PDF is not, I mean, PDF is there for reference, but since this term it is a new UI, so there might be some changes. So always refer to the portal. Okay. So we will do the corrections also according to whatever is shown in portal. Okay. Should we start with week 7 PA now? I think your deadline for week 7 is 5th. Okay. So before 5th, today also please go through the graded assignment. If we have missed out any discrepancies, please let us know. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so week 7 is based on your dictionary concept, right? So I hope everyone has an idea about what a dictionary is by now, because last class we have discussed the theory. So just like lists, it is another way of storing data or data container. For right now, we will just call it a data container. Okay. So later on, when you go to Python course, you will see how dictionaries are actually applicable. So in a dictionary, what we do is we have these curly braces, right? This is an empty dictionary. Now, inside every dictionary, there are going to be elements which are in key value pairs, right? So every element is like this. Like this, multiple key value pairs will have. So what are the characteristics? Key has to be unique for all key value pairs, right? But values can be same also. So if key 1 has value A, key 2 can also have value A, but there cannot be two key 1s, right? So keys are all unique, values can be duplicates. That is one thing. Now, how do you access an element in a dictionary? Say, if I want to access this value, then I'll have to write D of key.
D of
That
key,
means,
D of key is equal to value.
correct. So this is also how you create key value pairs, right? So if there is also one function called isKey. What does isKey do?
Is the key present in the dictionary or not?
Yes,
Correct. So it
to
checks
find.
whether a key is correct. It checks whether a key is present in a dictionary or not. So we will use this a lot in the questions. We will say not is key or is key. So whenever I say, let's say I call this function is key with some key A, okay, and let's say A is not part of my dictionary, then this is key of A will return true or false. It will give false. So this can be used as a Boolean variable, right? So if you see somewhere inside an if statement, something like this is given. So that will depend on whether this thing is present as a key in the current dictionary or not. Okay. One more thing is, okay, so there will be two arguments here actually. You have to give the dictionary name and the key you're looking for. Okay, so is key is one thing. Another thing is we have this function called keys. What does keys return for any dictionary D?
List of keys.
List of keys, right? So these are the main functions for a dictionary. Now, of course, you can access the values anyhow you want, right? You do not have to traverse the entire dictionary like you have to traverse a list. Because here we have keys. And another thing is, I'm forgetting it. Okay, yeah. One more thing you can do right now is see what are nested dictionaries. So dictionary inside a dictionary, right? That is, let's say if I have this D dictionary, inside that I have another key, let's say A. Now the value stored against A is also a dictionary. This can also happen. Let's say it also has some key value pair. B is the key, C is the value. So if I want to access this value, how do I write it? First you write the
Of
outer
A of
key.
B.
E squared bracket A squared
Of
bracket
A
B.
of B.
First you write the
Yeah.
outer key, then you write the inner key. Okay, so this will actually give you this value C. That's how you can access each value. Okay, so I think that much is enough recap. Let's start with the questions. Do you have a doubt in dictionary, anything in the concept? Okay. So this particular topic is going to be, you will find a lot of questions from this in quiz 2 as well as in term. Okay, this and lists. So first question is saying the following pseudocode is executed using scores data set. Oh, also one more thing I wanted to say is that quiz one, we changed evaluation for two questions, right? Because there was one question where A was initialized to 100 and we could have initialized it to a higher value. So for that question, we have done a re-evaluation and one more question was there. So the revised marks are not yet displayed on your dashboard because I have gotten some mails. I'm just telling you now. In a few days, it will reflect for everyone, okay? Because there's a lot of students, so it's taking some time to change this course. Okay.
Ma'am, is it for everyone?
Whoever has attempted those questions, yes.
No. I'm telling that for everyone, has it not been still updated?
Yeah. We will push the final scores together only for everyone.
Okay.
So if you cannot see the new score yet, it's for everyone only. We will also give you an announcement once it is pushed, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, this is based on scores dataset. So what will B represent at the end of execution? Let's see. B is initially an empty dictionary. Next, in your while loop, you are going through each of the cards in scores dataset. So for every card that you pick, see, this is the example. If is key D comma town city, that means the current student's card whom I have picked, whatever their town or city is where they live, if that is a key of dictionary D or not, right? If it is a key, then this part will return true. So then only I can enter the nested loop, right? If it is not a key, then I will directly go to else and create the key value pair. So let's say currently since D is empty, obviously the first card will give false. So we'll have to come here and we'll create key value pair. Let's say D of Kolkata equals to, let's say, the physics marks. It's a 90, something like this. Okay, so now your dictionary D has one key value pair, that is Kolkata and 90. So like this, we'll go for all the cards. Now, next time, let's say I find another card from Kolkata. So now is key will give true or false?
True.
True. So I can go into the nested if. And here I will check that what is the physics marks of this particular student. So let's say this particular student has
Madam,
scored 90.
is key D then X dot town city?
Hmm.
So that means first the sequence
This
number,
is the dictionary name. This is the dictionary name. Okay.
and this is
I am trying
this
to check whether this town city is already a key in this dictionary or not.
already a
Okay.
key. Acha, okay.
Yeah, like here I created the key value pair, right? So now Kolkata is a key, but before that it wasn't a key. So I had to create it, key value pair. Now next time I get another card from Kolkata, I'm going to see that is key D comma Kolkata. So Kolkata is already a key. So this will give true. Now you can come inside the nested if. And we are going to check that what is the physics marks of this student. So let's say it's 92. So is 92 greater than whatever is the current value stored against Kolkata? So it is 90. 92 greater than 90, so we'll reassign. So now the value changes to 92. So every time I get a higher physics marks from a city, I am updating the value, right, for that particular city. So basically, in this dictionary, what am I storing?
The maximum physics marks from a particular city.
So for every city, we are going to have one key because we are going through the entire data set, right? So keys will
Okay.
be unique city names and values will be highest physics marks from that city. Clear for everyone up to this?
Yeah.
So once you come out of the while loop, that is here, now your dictionary is fully populated. Okay. Next, in line 15, we have a variable A which is assigned the value 0 and B is an empty list. So for each key in keys of D will be a list of city or town names, right? Unique city town names. So we'll go through those city or town names one by one in this for each block. Now for every such city or town, we are checking if D of key is equal to A, right? So it will be, if it is equal to A, that is whatever is the value of A at that point, then that key will be appended to B. Okay. B is a list. Second if
So,
statement is
ma'am,
checking. Yeah.
the physics marks of the maximum physics marks of any city, if it is equal to a, then it doesn't matter whether the city is the city is a particular city or not, it would be B will be incremented.
No,
Sorry,
no.
B
See,
will be appended.
yeah. So that depends on whatever is the current value of A. Right? A is also getting updated. So that's
So
in the
A
second
doesn't.
diff.
Do you mean we
So
are
ma'am, A
if
doesn't.
suppose
One by one. Yes, Rupam, you tell me.
I am telling that, yeah, so A doesn't depend on the depend on a particular city or town, right?
No.
It is for overall city or town.
Yes, overall.
Okay.
Okay.
so
So
ma'am,
let's.
is the thing is it the thing that if I have the key Kolkata and marks are 92, if I got someone with marks 95, I will update it to 95 or I will
Yes,
append it. Okay.
update it. See, the update is happening here. Whenever you find a higher marks from the same city, you'll update here. So we are basically trying to find what is the maximum physics marks from each city. Okay.
Okay.
Now, once you have that in the dictionary, now next what we are trying to do, see here. So A is starting with 0. Okay, let me write some key value pairs so we can do an example run. So let's say from Delhi, the highest is 95. From Mumbai, let's say it is 97. Something like this. Okay. So these are the key value pairs, let's say in dictionary. Now go through each of these. Okay. So what are the keys of D now? Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai. Okay. First key is Kolkata, let's say. So if D of key is equal to A was initialized to 0. D of key for now Kolkata is the key. That will give me 92. 92 equal to 0? No. So come to the second if 92 greater than 0. Yes. Now A will be updated to 92. D of key, that is 92. And B will be a list containing
Kolkata.
Kolkata. Correct.
Kolkata.
Now for the second entry, see Delhi. Here D of key is equal to A. 92. A was 92. Delhi is 95. So again, this if will not work. Next if statement, this
A
will
will be
work.
updated to 95 and B
A
will be
becomes
updated.
95.
B
B
will be
becomes
updated
Delhi.
to Delhi.
Same for Mumbai. Again, the first if will not work. So here now A finally becomes 97 and B becomes Mumbai. Okay. This is a list. Now let me add one more city. Let's say Chennai is also there. And the highest marks from Chennai is also 97. Now you check the first if statement. So now D of key is exactly equal to A. Correct? This is also 97. Current marks is also 97. So now the
B
current
and
city
Chennai
name
both
will be
will
appended.
be added.
Chennai, Mumbai.
Chennai and Mumbai. Now after this, if I let's say have one more city, okay, let's say I have Pune. So for Pune, I see the marks is 99. Now what will happen? Again in the
Shift to
second diff,
Pune only.
this will be true. So 99 is greater than 97. Now A will become 99 and B will become what? Just
Pune.
Pune. So what is A, what is B? A is keeping track of the maximum physics marks scored all across all the cities, and B is keeping track of what those cities are. So might be that the maximum physics marks has been scored in more than one city, right? So all those cities will be there in B list. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see the options. Which one is correct? Number of cities from which students have scored highest
Which was
physics.
asked in the question, A or B?
B. So number is definitely going to be wrong, right? From here we can eliminate. It's definitely a list.
Option
So
number
list
C.
of cities. Okay, option number C is saying students list of cities from which students have scored the highest physics marks, and D is saying list of cities from which students have scored same marks. No, same but highest, right? So C is the correct option. Any doubt in this, anyone? Okay. This is a fundamental question. If you can solve this, then next what we can go, like the toughest question, we'll just have an nested dictionary. That's it.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is week 7.
7. Yeah.
So it is question number 1, no?
Yeah, that's the one.
Madam, in the first page, just
The question is not this one on the on the dashboard. No, this question it was not showing. Something else it was showing on the dashboard.
Is it like a different number? Wait, let me check.
No, pseudo code is something different. I think irrelevant question. That question has been asked in question number 5 or 6 again, but I think same thing has been copied in question number 1 also on the dashboard. But in PDF it is okay.
Let me check the dashboard. Wait. Yes.
yeah, the question number 1 is different.
It is different. I have no idea where they're.
No, that is again in question number 6 that has been asked. So
Yeah, it is the
actually
same
option,
question
same
repeated.
question
I
has
think
been
the
asked for
question
that.
number was
So
jumbled.
actually, I think copy paste something has been done wrong over there.
Something that is wrong. Yeah. So I'll check this one also in the practice. Okay. So this question is nowhere in the actual practice assignment currently. The one we
Actually,
are
it was in
discussing.
the PDF one. I've
In
downloaded the
my
PDF,
practice
then I've gone
assignment.
through it.
But in the portal, it is not showing at all.
No.
Okay, I'll update the portal questions. Okay, thank you. I had already given some corrections on this. Okay, fine. I'll update the entire assignment. But yeah, for practice, do these ones only in the PDF. Okay. The discrepancies that you see on the portal, you report to me. I will change all of them according to the PDFs. For exam, also follow the PDFs. In the graded assignment, currently, any discrepancies, if you have seen in week 7, we already got 2-3 posts regarding that. Other than that, also, if you see, please let us know by today or tomorrow. Okay. So question 2 is saying,
Madam, in the first question, just scroll upward, madam. Huh. What does this mean? This D equals to this second bracket A colon B.
which line?
This is the right hand side. This expression, madam.
This is a nested dictionary. It's dictionary within dictionary. So A is the key of this dictionary D. Okay. Now the value that is stored against this key is also a dictionary. So B is the dictionary. B is the key of this inner dictionary. Okay. B is not a key of D. B is a key of the inner dictionary that is stored against A. So when I want to access this C value, that is the inner dictionary value, then I have to first give what is the outer dictionary key, that is A, then the inner dictionary key, that is B. So I have to express
Now,
this.
so that means this D, what does this D depicts of?
It is the entire dictionary, the outer dictionary, this one, this outer braces that I have given.
Then if
B
I
is the
want,
outer dictionary. Yeah.
then if I want to access the so this is dictionary inside dictionary. That's what you
See,
want to
if
say.
you write like this, D of A, right? Then here the value is a dictionary. Now, if I want to access C, I'll have to write D of A of B because here B is the key. So that's what I've written. This is nested dictionary. Yeah.
D of A of B.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
against B only the value C is stored. So B is the key for C. But again, this whole thing is stored against A. So you have to first give the outer dictionary key, then the corresponding inner dictionary key. I'll just do some questions. This will become clear.
Okay.
These questions are taking much more time,
Of
like
course, it
7
will
or
take
8
some time.
minutes. Is there any shortcut?
No, there is no shortcut. So after this, when we do graph also, you will see dictionary is very much necessary for a lot of things when we do matrices. So there are no
Actually,
shortcuts, but
taking 7 to 8 minutes in one question.
that's why, there will be like maybe 3-4 questions like that in your actual question paper for quiz 2 or interim. So practice is again the key here. More you
And ma'am, for the assignments also we are getting less time, ma'am. It is going very fast.
Yeah, I
Ma'am,
know
we
this.
are facing problem in nested loop. Sorry, this nested pseudo codes. It is getting
Nested
stuck,
while
and
loop, you
ma'am,
mean?
When I see in my laptop, ma'am, I cannot able to watch it fully. I have to scroll it up and down, and that wastes my time.
Means nested while loop questions, you're saying.
Ma'am, this is one of them.
This question. Here, I didn't understand the issue. In what can you not see?
Ma'am,
Did
not in
anyone give?
PDF.
Okay, in
Ma'am,
the
in the
portal.
portal, when I, yes,
Okay,
when I
so
see
yeah,
the
that
question,
you have to scroll the thing, right? For very long pseudocodes, so you have to scroll, nothing to be done. Because we cannot fit the whole thing in the screen, right? So you have to give like this. But in the what they have done wrong is that in I can see in the week 7 practice assignment, the pseudocodes they have kept the empty lines also. That's why the code has become very long. It is not that big of a code. We'll remove all of these things. In exam, don't worry, none of this will happen. You will not get any white lines or anything. But yeah, in the assignments also you need to fix these things.
okay, ma'am, thank you.
Hello,
I'll
ma'am.
I'll fix them today only. Yeah.
Ma'am, in week 6 graded assignment, the answer are related to PDF. Means the options which are right are related to PDF.
Hmm.
And for week 7, we also have question number 3, where in PDF line number 5 is means it is exchanged with line number 8. So there is very different in PDF and in portal.
So this one you're saying for week 7 is practice or graded?
No, week 7 graded assignments.
Okay, graded assignment. Which question number can you tell me?
Question number 3.
Question 3. Okay, so that is not matching with the PDF.
Yes, ma'am.
It
The
is the same
conditions are
question
not
only,
matching. Yes,
but
yes.
the question is same, right? Okay. Let me check with the PDF. I'll just update all of those things. I had asked people to update. I don't know why they didn't do it properly.
Ma'am, but we had
I will
already
do.
completed according to the portal one. Is there any problem for it?
Yeah, yeah. See, this same problem is arising for so many weeks, right? This also hampers you, like your time is getting wasted by all of this because you're trying to solve a question. The question number itself is wrong line numbers. Nothing you can do. Uh, I'll just try like from week 9 onwards that none of this happens once the content is released.
It
So
was
for week
also
7,
happened in quiz one also. In the TCS portal, it was different.
quiz 1, I didn't get any such
No, ma'am,
discrepancy.
the line number in which the options were given were different from the actual line number which was given in the PDF later
Is it?
in one of the
Oh,
questions.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. In one question we had that. So for that we had to give marks to everyone. Yes. That AB question, right? Something like that. I do not
Uh,
remember. Or
it was the question like which line is wrong, which line is incorrect.
yes, yes, right. Some mistake question, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So for that we have already given marks to everyone. But yeah, these things are happening a lot. I don't know why this term it is happening. So all the line numbers are messed up in the pseudocodes. So mainly the questions which are asking the line number in the option, that is where students are facing difficulty. I'll
So,
update for week 7 and 8 from my side. But yeah, going forward, week 9, let's hope none of this happens.
ma'am, so quiz marks will be deducted or it will be that only?
No, no, whoever has attempted those questions will get full marks. Okay, for the question that was wrong
Okay,
from our side.
okay, ma'am.
No marks have been deducted, just marks have been given to people who have selected, let's say some partial marks were missing, all of that has been given. So it'll be updated. Hopefully by this week, all of you will get the updated marks. Okay. Okay,
So,
let's
ma'am,
start.
for answer, we should go with PDF.
Currently, please refer the PDF, okay? For
Okay.
once I just fix all of these assignments and all, I will send you an announcement.
Is there any way to check whether which question I have marked and which question is correct or wrong? Means the
I don't.
response key.
You were given the response sheet, no?
Yeah, but it was before the signing of results.
Okay. So you want to see that which questions have been reevaluated?
Yeah, after, yeah, yeah. Actually,
Can I
yes.
show you after this class? I'll just show you. There are 2 questions only.
No, no, not like that. I have got it which for which question you have given marks, but I want to check that whether I have made it correct or not in during the quiz. So is there any option to check?
I don't think so. At least I am not aware of that. You can ask in support once, but I don't think so.
Okay, ma'am. So one way you can do it that you can give all the updated correct answer in a table and you can share it. So
See,
I can.
only 2 updates have been made. Okay. Other than that, whatever correct answers are given to you are correct only. Only 2 updates are made. And in that also, the correct answers haven't been changed. So whatever is the original answer key, if you have given those as correct answer also, you're getting full marks. Okay. We are just giving some extra possibilities. Like in that A, B question, there was some question having variable A and B. One of the last questions. So in that, the correct answer key was if you have selected option C and D. Okay. So those who have originally selected C and D are getting full marks. We are also giving the possibility that if you have selected A and B, which is another correct possibility, they are also getting marks. So that's the update.
Okay, so at the last you will share those,
Yeah,
please.
sure. I'll show you. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly complete this. So this is again based on shopping bills. So what will A represent at the end of execution? So D is again empty dictionary. Okay, now inside the while loop, we are checking. So this is from shopping bills data set. So obviously each card has a shop name. So the first if statement is not of is key. So that means if the current card's shop name is not a key in D, then is key will give false and not of false will give true. Right? So if
Yes.
a shop name is not already a key of dictionary D, then you execute this if block. So then we will create a key. So let's say the first card has shop name, let's say Big Bazaar. Okay. So for that, D dictionary, it is not yet a key, right? D is empty. So we'll create the key. For Big Bazaar, there is a key created. Against that, what is the value? An empty dictionary. So we can tell that D is definitely a nested dictionary, right? Now, see in line 7 after that, you will see for each item in X dot item list, that is current card, whatever items have been purchased. So you will go through each of the items. X dot item list is a list of items in that card. Now, D of shop name of item is set to true. That means current card is from Big Bazaar, right? Now, let's say inside this card, we have one item as sugar. Okay. So we will now create a key value pair inside this nested dictionary. So here for sugar, you will have the value true. Okay. So whatever items are there in any particular card, we have to list all of those items inside the nested dictionary, and the corresponding value against each item will be true. That is, this item is present for this shop. Okay. So for each shop name, so we have usually in the data set, we have 3 shop names, right? Big Bazaar, Sun General, and one other shop is there. So
Ma'am,
there will be,
excuse me. Can I ask one question?
yeah,
Ma'am, I want to ask like once the dictionary has been created, so
Hmm.
with the key value, how we can come to know that with the key value, it will be a dictionary will be created or list will be created? How will come to know?
Because see, this is a dictionary symbol, no? Curly braces,
Okay.
list is this.
Okay, so if I'll write a square bracket here means with the key
Yeah,
value, list will be created.
yes, correct.
Okay. That
That is also possible. Inside a dictionary, you can also have lists as values. Okay. Yeah. So what will happen in the outer dictionary? What will be the keys? The unique shop names, right? And against each shop name, we have another dictionary, which is the nested one. Nested dictionary should contain what? All the unique items that have been purchased from that shop, right? All the items purchased from that shop, and
Yes,
against that,
since
we will
items
be,
is the key and key is unique. Yes.
yes. See, for every dictionary, the key has to be unique. So this shop name also has to be unique, and inside this inner dictionary also, each key has to be unique. That is, for every item, there will only be one entry. Okay. So each item in item list. So see, if you already, let's say I already have sugar, right? Now in the next card from Big Bazaar, if I already see that there is again sugar present, so I will just run this statement, but it is not creating anything new, right? It is not going to create a new key value because key has to be unique. So for sugar, there will only be one entry, even if 10 cards have the same item from this shop. So outer dictionary keys are unique shop names, inner dictionary keys are unique item names purchased from that shop. So once this dictionary is populated, now come to line 13. A is set to 0. For each A in keys of D, what are the keys of D? Outer dictionary keys. Big Bazaar, Sun General, and I think, what was the other shop? I forgot. Something
SV
was,
stores.
SV
Ah.
stores.
yes, SV stores. So these three will be keys of dictionary D. Now, for each of these keys, you will check if A is less than length of keys of D of A. What does this mean? First of all, what is D of A? This is A. Right?
Shop name.
The D of Big Bazaar. What will I get? This dictionary, this one, this contains what?
Item.
Items of the
Five
shop.
unique items purchased from here as
Hmm.
keys. And the values are true, that is Boolean value. Okay, so keys of D of A is basically this dictionary. What is the length? So length of keys of D of A. That means how many unique elements have been purchased. So if let's say 10 items have been purchased, 10 key value pairs are there. So 10 will be the length. Right. If I say that A is less than the current length, then A will be updated to this. So whenever I find a length which is higher than A, I have to update A. So basically length is what? Number of unique items purchased from a shop. So A is going to store what value? The
Maximum
maximum
unique
number of,
items. Unique
yes,
item.
maximum number of unique items purchased
Unique item
from a
purchased
shop. Next
Ma'am,
one.
one question in the
Yeah.
pseudocode that one of the guy told that if we in line number 5 if we take it as a list, so let's assume that we are taking it as a list instead of taking an empty dictionary, we are taking as empty list. So in that case the item would not be associated with a value, right?
No,
Means,
no. In list only one element is one element, right? So there will be no key value thing. And also there will be no uniqueness.
so
So if
let's say
sugar
it
is
was
present in 10 cards, so 10 times sugar will be there in the list.
so
That's why we create dictionaries. Okay.
okay.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, one more doubt is there.
Hmm.
Like, I've created the dictionary, suppose Bazaar.
Hmm.
It has different items. So, actually, here it is not mentioned. Uh, how I can add the items within the dictionary?
Means from Big
Means,
Bazaar, when you are
uh,
picking a
uh,
card from Big Bazaar,
yeah,
you want to
yeah,
know how to
yeah.
add each item to this. Yeah, that is what
Because
we are doing.
once key has been created, Big Bazaar. So, is this pseudocode gives that item will be added in that?
Yeah, this line 8 is that. See, for every item in that card, you are creating the key value pair, this item true for this
Okay.
particular shop. This is the
So,
creation.
okay, if I'm writing this pseudocode, it means that will be created.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
this one. Okay.
So, madam, in the line 8, for
Hmm.
each item in the X item list. So, what is this does? This is does means the key
This is going
value.
through each item in the item list of any card. Let's say from Big Bazaar, I got this card. Now, this card has a list of items, right, that have been purchased from this shop. So, it will go through every item one by one. And for every unique item, it will create a key value pair. Like if sugar is a unique item, then it will create an item, a key sugar, against which the value will be stored as true, like this.
The item is the key, correct?
Item is the key, yeah.
And how this code determines that item is unique.
This is, I mean, inherently, this is a dictionary property. It will not allow you to have duplicate keys. So if next time, let's say you have another card in which also you find the same item sugar, which is
Hmm.
also from Big Bazaar, it will not create a new key. It is just doing that same thing. I mean, you can even ignore this line for that. And for duplicates, it will not create a new key. If it sees that it already exists, it is just that overwriting, you can say. But
Ma'am,
not
it
creating.
means, ma'am, excuse me, it means ki when once the key has been we have created the key, it means ki within the key values will be not appended. Suppose one question is there. Suppose I've created a key number A, and in that I have to add the values another key 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is
Oh.
your key? Is it a list? Is it a dictionary?
No.
If it is a single
First,
element, then
yeah.
how will you append?
So that suppose I've created a key A, and within that A again I'm created it. I'm going to create dictionary 1, 2, 3, 4 with the key values. So we have to do the same thing.
So this you're saying something
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. So how it will be created? Now A will be also within the dictionary, no, ma'am?
A is
A
the
also.
outer dictionary key, no?
Yeah. That only I'm saying. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
how this will be? Which code should I run so that it will be created?
What do you want to create? You want to create this entire dictionary,
Yeah.
this A and this value.
Yeah,
So
yes, ma'am.
first of all, D is the dictionary, outer dictionary. First of all, it is empty. Now first you create the key value pair for A. So when you want to do that, you just write D of A, and then against A, you want to create another nested dictionary. So you initialize an empty dictionary. This is the key, this is the value. Now, if you want to populate this nested dictionary with this 1, 2, 3 values, then you have to write like this, D of A. Now we are inside the nested dictionary. Now you write the key value pair that you want. So 1 and then whatever you want to assign, like true or something. This is creating the nested key value pair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
ஒன்னும் சொல்லமா இங்க பாருங்கம்மா மீட்டிங் போயிட்டு இருக்குமா 8 மணிக்கு தான் முடியும் இங்க பாருங்கம்மா என் பேர் ம் சரி
Okay. So which one? Which option? What is A?
Ma'am, option number B, I think.
Maximum
Because
number of
unique
unique items
items is
shown twice.
we can.
Correct. We are not checking categories, right? We are not checking categories. So C and D are getting eliminated. It is maximum number of unique items.
Maximum number of unique items, correct. So madam, in this list, here this D within bracket X dot shop name is equal to we create one dictionary. This is the bracket.
Yeah, this is just a key.
This is the bracket. And in the line 8, in this dictionary, which we have just
This
created,
is a dictionary. Okay, now this is the outer dictionary key is shop name. So D of Big Bazaar. Against that, what we have created, an empty dictionary. Now in this empty dictionary, I want to create item is to true as one key value pair. So this is the key, this is the value.
this is the key, this is the value, this is the item. So in this means this is the key, right? So sugar is the key. So against that key, if we want to initialize some value, then what is the step?
So just instead of true here, you write whatever value you want. True is also a value only.
No, true is a Boolean value.
Yeah, so you can give any value you want here.
We can
If
give
you want
any
to give
value.
1, 2, 3, whatever you want. Key values are totally up to you, right? Here I give true because I don't want to
No. In a dictionary, there is main two part. Now, one is the key and one is the value.
Yeah, so values can be both keys and values can be anything you want. But this is the way to create whatever value or key you want. Just make sure the keys remain unique. Instead of true, you write 1, 2, 3, ABC, whatever you want.
Okay. Got it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Let's go a few more questions. It will get easier. Okay. Now consider this dictionary D created in the previous question. So previous question, remember what we did. So let's say Big Bazaar was a shop name. Against that, we have another dictionary here. Let's say item 1, true. So like this, we have some key value pairs. Like that for other shops also we have. So this is the dictionary we have created. Now, based on this dictionary, what will item list store at the end of execution? So now I'm saying that this dictionary is created. Now on top of this, I am going to execute this pseudocode. So after that, what will item list store? So initially item list is empty. L is keys of D. What are the keys of D?
Shop name.
Name of the shops, different shops, unique shops.
Unique shop names. For
And
each A in L,
it will create a list.
yes, it is a list of shop names. So for each A in L, A is a shop name, right? M is equal to keys of D of A. So let's say Big Bazaar. For D of A, this is the value stored, right? This dictionary,
Ma'am.
nested dictionary.
Ma'am, it is a request. Can you please write this key of DA and rest L list separately? Because it is confusing me now. Because keys D of A, this M is equal to keys D of A. I am not getting it.
D of A is what?
Are we? D of A
What is
is a dictionary. We are assigning a value. We are means D of A is a dictionary, right?
D of A is which dictionary? That's what I'm asking. A is a shop name. So D of A is
Yes.
what? The dictionary
Hmm.
stored against that shop name. So if A
List,
is Big
Yes.
Bazaar,
list of the unique items. In that.
see, first understand what is D of A. So A is Big Bazaar. D of A is the value stored against this key, Big Bazaar. That is this dictionary, right? So when I say keys of D of A, so you give the keys of this dictionary, nested dictionary. So item one,
Keys
item
will
two.
be returned in the form of list.
This keys is a function, right? This only creates list.
No,
Why should we
I
write
am
it
telling
separately?
that keys would be returned, not in this case. In generally, keys will be returned in form of list, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
always.
ma'am.
Oh.
So this M is equal to keys of D of A. This is going to return some list like this, item one, item two, for whatever A is, like for whatever shop we are checking currently. So one by one, it will go for every shop, right? So M is going to be the list of unique items from that shop. L is rest of L. Rest means what? Which one is deleted?
The first one is
Big
Big
deleted.
Bazaar.
Ex-
Rest of L, right? L is what?
Yes.
L is
L is
all
L is
keys
the
of
list of
So
items.
all the unique shop names. So Big Bazaar, let's say, is the first key. So that is going to be deleted.
Big Bazaar will
Next, let's say we had this Sun General and SB Store. So these two will still stay in L, right? Now, for each B in L, remember all of this is happening inside for each block. Okay. For each B in L. So now in L, we have two shops left. So we will do this iteration now. See, two shops are left. So how many times this nested for each will run? 2 times, right? After that, L is exhausted.
Yeah.
So first for Sun General, we'll check.
Yes.
B is here, Sun General. So D of B is again whatever unique items are purchased in Sun General, right? So keys of D of B will give list of unique items purchased from Sun General. Now, again, one more nested for each is here. So for each I in M is this item 1, item 2. Let me label it. This is unique items Big Bazaar. Okay. And N is what? Unique items from Sun General. Okay, now we know what is M, what is N. So for each I in M, let's say first I is item 1. Okay. For each J in N, so again, there will be some list of items purchased from Sun General, let's say some item N. So these two items are picked and we match them. So if we see that there are any common items which have been purchased in Sun General as well as Big Bazaar, then only this condition will become true. See, since this is a nested for each block, right? So it will check all possible combinations. It's the same thing as we did in the while loop. Remember that pick a card X and then again you run the while loop and pick a card Y and compare those two cards. It is the same thing. Just now you're picking an item from this dictionary, from this list, and an item from this list, and you're checking that are these two items same. That is, if there are any common items that have been purchased from Sun General as well as Big Bazaar, then this if statement will give true. If we find such an item, then that item should be added to item list. And then you exit loop. What does exit loop do?
Exit from the whole pseudocode for it is for the next iteration should not be done.
It
So
will exit
will
the
it,
If we
line
if
9.
we get with the if statement, then we don't have to do the next iteration with the same
next iteration for this for each?
In the
for
line
each
9.
Line 9 for
for
each.
each.
Yeah. So now when you do all this, right? See, once
Ma'am,
this
Ma'am,
Mhm.
ma'am, here if the exit loop statement is not there, then also it also comes out.
see what happens when you put exit loop. Okay. If I let's say pick, so for each I in M, I had some item 1 and that same item 1 is present in N also. So this match is found, and item 1 is added to item list. After that, I will not check
Your
anymore.
your
Is
sound
this
is cracking, madam.
is it better?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So once I check that and I add the common item to item list, I will exit this particular loop. Okay. And then again, I will do the checking, the same thing. Because the outer loop is still not over, right? The next iteration for the outer loop, you pick one more item and then again check the same thing among all items in J. So basically, I do not want to, of course, if you find I and J as a match, right? Let's say I is sugar. Okay. So sugar has been bought from Big Bazaar as well, from Sun General as well. And you once found a match. Will you ever find a match for sugar again among all other items from N? No, because in N, all the items are unique. That's why I do not want to keep on comparing. If I have already found a match, I can just exit that particular iteration or that particular loop and I go for the next iteration of the outer loop again. See, I'll just give a small example. Let's say items 1, 2, 3. Okay. And items 3, 4, 6. Let's say this is M list, this is N list. Fine. So let's say this is I. Okay. Now you match I with every single J here. These are J values, these are I values. Will you find a match?
No.
No. So it will give nothing, but you do all of the iterations. Now, second, you take this, match it with all of them.
It
Again, no
will be
match.
the same.
So for 3, you will
Before
find a
we,
match.
Hmm.
First
yeah.
iteration only. So after that, is there a chance of you finding another match for 3 only? Because see, M and N have all unique elements. So that's why we exit. Once we find a match, we exit.
It will save some time of the processor.
Yeah. It will save a lot of time because you are doing so many nestings. Na? So actually, this code will have a very bad timing complexity because the more nested loops you run, time increases exponentially.
Excuse me, ma'am. Like for exit loop, if you are going to write I is equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus something like we write, then also it will do the same thing.
I plus plus here. I mean, here we are not incrementing I and J, right?
Okay. Like
That is that is for actual for loop syntax. So this is not, you're not going
okay,
to
okay,
be
okay,
able to correlate with this. Okay.
okay.
Here actually we are just going through the items in a list. So when you have an actual I and J, then you can increment. Here I and J values are like depends on every iteration, right? It is just pointing to a particular item. Okay.
So first
So
similar item will exit the loop, right? The output of
it will
this.
exit the correct loop that you're iterating in, like this loop for each J in N. This
Okay.
is how
So,
comparison works, right? So first you take an item from the outer loop, like I took 1. Now
mm,
1 will be compared with all 3 items in the inner loop. So that is 3 iterations for this loop,
mm,
right? So that's what I'm saying. So if you look see here, it is
Yeah.
is 3 in the outer loop. So you do the first iteration and you find the match. After that, you do not go for next iterations because you have already found the match.
Correct. So
And
the
if you
so
have found the
it
match,
will
you will not find another match.
so it will exit at the first match. 3 3 3 it will
Yes,
exit.
it will exit the current loop at the first match. Yes.
And atom list plus I will be 0 plus 1.
The common item. The common item is getting added to item list.
Okay.
Like 3 will be added in this case.
Hmm.
So from this, what you can tell, what is item list actually having?
So that means
And the number
is-
of common
Unique
elements
atom.
in all the shops.
Ma'am,
Try to see
excuse
the
me.
option.
Ma'am, excuse me. Here, one more. Like for each I in M, so actually we have done for Sun General. Then again we have to go for SV stores also, no?
Yeah. For all the shops, it will compare.
Mhm.
So which option do you think?
Common in the two shops.
so that means it will
Common
list
in all the shops.
the common of the all the shops, the 3 shops.
All the shop or two shops? Because I and J.
Look, one
No,
thing very carefully. This
no.
statement is very important here.
First, it will check with Big Bazaar to SB, then the other shop.
Look at one thing. L is keys of D. So L was that unique shop names, correct? Then you started the first for each block in line 3. Okay, this was going through what? Each of the items in L. Okay, that is each of the shop names in L. But see, here you have already done rest of L, right? And after that, L is not going to be the same because we are not going to add back Big Bazaar at any point. It is out, it is out. So we are essentially running these two for loops on what? The next two shops. Right. So I do not know that what those two shops are. In my example, it is Sun General and SV stores. It can be any two shops. But see, at the first iteration only, here only you have already removed one. Right. And in the next iteration, you will again remove one more. So
So
at the
ma'am,
end,
so I require 2 shops. If there is one shop, then the pseudocode will not work. It will give
no, if
Ma'am,
you
empty.
have only one shop, then there is nothing to compare. No?
ma'am, one confusion is there. Like once I get the common item in Sun General, so SV store will be not executed.
Which two shops are you comparing with
And
that?
for the very first, we have taken the Big Bazaar.
Look, I'll just make it easier. See, I
Yeah.
have 3 shops, let's say. Okay. Big Bazaar, Sun General, SB stores. Okay, these 3 I started with. This was my L. So first in the first for each block, what I did for each A in L, first A is this, right? And I took all of the key values in M for this, right? The items in M. And then I removed Big Bazaar from L list so that I do not check again for Big Bazaar. And then I started this second loop. In this, I have again taken the next one. That is D, keys of D of B. See, for each B in L. Now L already has removed Big Bazaar. So the next key will be Sun General. So D of B means all the unique items from Sun General. So at a point, you are only comparing 2 shops at a time, right?
Madam,
See,
if
when you
you are
go,
comparing 2 shops, that is correct. But first you compare this Big Bazaar with SG, correct?
yeah,
So
first you compare all the items of Big Bazaar with Sun General. Okay.
that
And
means
whatever is the common, that you add in item list.
so that
Next
means
time you come around, you have to again remove Sun General also. But before that, you put all the items of Sun General into M. Then you remove Sun General from your list. See, first you stored keys of D of A in M. Then you remove Sun General. Now you're only left with SV stores. So in the line 6 for each, now you're actually in N, you are storing D of B means all the keys or all the unique items from SV stores. So next you're comparing with Sun General and SV stores. So first
correct.
comparison is between Big Bazaar Sun General, then Sun General SV stores.
So madam, here what happens? First you compare with Big Bazaar with Sun General.
Yeah.
You get the common item of both in the list. Correct? And then you obsolete this Big Bazaar and compare Sun General with SB store. and
Yes.
get the common
No,
take the common item from both SG and SV.
Yes.
no,
Correct.
no, ma'am. I think
Look,
with Big Bazaar only we are comparing, no, SV.
aren't you removing Big Bazaar? See, in
No,
line 5, we are
ma'am,
removing it, right?
ma'am, just 1 minute, ma'am. See what you have explained, by that only I'm coming. First,
Hmm.
we have removed Big Bazaar and we have
Hmm.
stored in M.
Hmm.
Now, with M items, we are comparing first with the Sun General and we are getting the common list. Is it correct?
See, this particular loop, right? This will iterate for how many times? As many as there are items in L currently. So you have Sun General and you have SB stores. So it will compare with Sun General as well as SB
Ma'am,
stores with Big
no.
Bazaar.
That only I'm saying. So, first the Big Bazaar will be compared with Sun General and SV Store, and
Yeah,
it will create a list of the common items of with the both the shops.
with all of them, yes.
Yeah, that only I'm saying. Yes, ma'am.
And then it will compare is Sun General with just SB stores. Because see, after
Comparing,
every outer
yeah.
loop comparison, we remove one store, right? So it will start by comparing all 3 stores, then 2 stores, and then only 1 store is left. So basically, 1 store is not to comparison, right?
Ma'am,
So
your
this
sound
will
again.
see. First, we start off by comparing items from all 3 stores. Big Bazaar with Sun General, then again Big Bazaar with the SV stores. Then you have removed Big Bazaar. So for the next iteration, you compare Sun General with SV stores. After that, you only have SV stores left. So of course, there is no comparison if there is only 1 store. So the items that are in item list are common to at least 2 stores. It can be common to all 3 or it can be common to at least 2. Is it clear? See, some items might be common between Big Bazaar and SB stores. Those will also be present. Since there are so many nested loops here, na, so that's why iterations are getting a bit confusing. If you take a data set and do it side by side, then it will be much easier to see the dry run. But what is happening essentially is Big Bazaar is getting compared with both of these, Sun General and SB stores. Okay. Then Sun General with SB stores, and then you're done. So whatever items are in item list are common to at least 2 shops.
But does it altogether not common to all the 3 shops? Means
At least 2 means what? 2 or more. Some item might be there in Big Bazaar as well as Sun General as well as SB stores. Those are also an item list. See, if sugar is an item purchased from Big Bazaar as well as Sun General. So when you're comparing between those two, you get sugar that you add in item list. Next, when you're comparing Sun General with SB stores, let's say SB stores also has sugar as an item. So again, you're not gonna add it to item list, right?
you will not add them na, in the item list because it is already there.
It is already there. But here, since we are not doing dictionary, right? It is a list. So it can have duplicate elements. Whatever elements you have in this are common to at least 2 stores, or it can be even 3 stores. That's what I'm saying. That some element might be in just Big Bazaar and Sun General, some might be in just Big Bazaar and SB stores, some might be in all 3. But comparison only arises when you have at least 2 stores. So that's why at least 2.
That in that case, the option would be D, a list of items which are common to at least
Excuse
2.
me, ma'am.
A difficult question here.
Ma'am,
Because there are too many for each loops.
ma'am, actually, if Big Bazaar is removed in the rest of them, then how is this compared to SB stores again?
Because this for each block in line 6, right? This will compare. See, at this point in your list, what do you have? You have already removed Big Bazaar, but you have Sun General and SB stores, both. But the items of Big Bazaar are stored in M, na?
Yes.
So for every iteration of this for each block in line 6, this M doesn't change until you go for the whole new iteration of line 3. That's what it is making it confusing. See, for every iteration of line 3, if for each block, there will be multiple iterations in these loops. Line 6, line 8,
Your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, voice is not audible.
Actually, the weather is very bad here. Wait. Is it better?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, it's a little difficult today because of the weather. My connection is not very well. Wait.
Ma'am, one more doubt is there, little bit. Like,
Mhm.
suppose I is not equal to j, so we are going to get the empty list.
If there are no common items, then yeah, nothing will be there in item list.
Oh, empty list. So that option is not matching, na? Common items in at least two shops. So this option is also not matching because we are not knowing that the items are common or not.
There will definitely be some common items, right? Because in the data set, you can see that.
Okay, that is our data set. That's why.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to assume that much, that there is definitely something common. Otherwise, there's no sense to the question. Okay. So what is actually making it difficult here is that we are seeing so many for each blocks now, so we do not understand that how many times each one is iterating.
Ma'am,
Like,
actually,
can you tell me that?
actually, ma'am, like it is the fundamental, no? If we'll start programming, na, at that time we'll run and we'll see side
Exactly.
by side.
So
So that
I'll
time it
just
will
give
be.
you one very easy way of doing this. See, every time you do an iteration on this for each block in line 3, right? Then how many times does this line 6 for each block iterate? As many items as there are in L list. Correct? Because we are just taking each B in L. Now again, for each iteration of this line 6 if for each block, line 8 for each block will iterate how many times? As many items as there are in M. So see, for again this nested if in nested for in line 9, this will iterate how many times? As many items as there are in N, unless you find a match. If you find a match, you can stop it right there. So basically, these iterations are going to multiply a lot. So for one iteration of this outermost for each in line 3, there will be multiple n number of iterations in line 8 or line 9. So that's why looks a bit confusing, but if you do a small dry run, it will look very easy.
Actually, we have to go along because if we'll start the when we'll start the programming, I think there are a lot of such things will be there.
Yeah,
It will
this
be
is
very-
nothing. This is very
This-
simple.
yeah.
Okay, but no issues. See, after this, we'll go into Python. We'll start with basic loops and all only. Okay. I hope this is a little bit clear for everyone, right? I mean, you can try the dry run yourself at least, I hope.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now this one is a separate question. This is saying following pseudocode is executed using words dataset. What will D represent at the end? So D is initially empty dictionary. So while table 1 has more rows, each row means each card in words dataset. So one card will be there, letter count, part of speech, all of that. So for every card, we are going to initialize I to 1. Now there is a nested while. In a nested while, you are checking that how long will this nested while loop run? As long as I is less than equal to the letter count. So whatever the current letter count is, that many times it will run, right? Because it is less than equal to. So if letter count is n for current word, I starts from 1 up to n. So n times. Now for every iteration in inner while, what you are doing is in a variable, you store the ith letter of the word. So I is starting from 1. So first you will store the first letter. And you will check if this letter is a key of this dictionary D. If it is not a key,
Excuse me,
then
ma'am, here written in the line number 6 that A will take the ith letter of X word. So let's say ith letter means the first word, first letter. Let's say in a word apple, the first word is A. So A will be substituted by A, means the apple A.
there is no issue in that. That is a variable, right? Variable can store this value.
Okay, let's say it is the second letter of the word. Okay, so P will be the value. So
Yeah.
here dictionary keys will be A and value will be P, or the
Let me come
keys
to it.
will
Let
be
me
P.
solve it. I can give some examples so you'll understand. Okay.
Oh,
See, if this is the card, let's say, this is my word, let's say.
Ma'am, I think these questions are already discussed yesterday, right?
No, in the previous session, only the theory part is covered for week 7. PA was not done.
No, yesterday some other person had told you already.
TA session it has been done maybe. Yeah. I don't know what is done in TA session, but instructor session we have to discuss TA once. Okay. So this C letter, this will be the first letter, right? So A will contain C. If not is key, so if A is not a key of D, right? Then this part will give false and not of false is giving true. So then you create the key value pair. So current letter has what? Current A is containing C, right? Is C a key of dictionary D? No. So you create one key value pair. C, what is the value stored against that? 1. Up to this is fine.
What is A?
A is a variable. A is storing the letters one by one of a particular word. If you don't want A, you can take any other variable name.
So here A represent the argument or the parameters. Because in line number
A
7, if you
represents
see,
key.
it was given it is given that is key D comma A. So A is taken as a
A
common
is not
variable.
taken. A is a variable which contains the key. That's why we are storing the current letter in A. So when you say that A is a key of D or not, means whatever A is storing, is that a key of D? Not
Okay,
A as a
okay,
letter. Okay. You
okay.
can,
Ma'am,
if
C
this is
will be in
creating
the
confusion, you take key.
ma'am, C will be in the quotation, no? That one.
Yeah. Character. Okay. It will be like this. So A is representing a key. If you want to write key, you write key. So D of A is set to 1. So whatever is the current letter, you set the value to 1. Okay. That is if it is not already a key. Now for this particular word, okay, how many key value pairs will be created in D?
1,
This entire word, how many key value pairs will be created?
Number
5,
of unique letters.
5.
As many as there are unique letters, correct? So for
Yes.
all of them,
We are saving number of words with value 1.
correct. Not saving, actually. See what happens. Now next I will take one more card. Okay. Let's say the word is good. Okay. Now you again go with the first letter. So A is now containing C again. Is C
So
already a
C will
key of
be
dictionary D?
incremented.
Yes. So you'll go to the else part and increment. So now this becomes 2. For O again, this becomes 2. For U again, this becomes 2. So all of them actually
So
will
it
get
is
incremented
number
because
of
these are
alphabets
anagrams.
in a okay, done.
Yeah.
In the
So D
sentence.
is basically storing what? See, for all in
Ma'am,
D, all the keys will be unique letters. Against that, the value that is stored is how many frequency is there. That is for every unique letter, how many times does it occur in the words data set? That frequency is stored in value.
ma'am, can I?
Understood? Yeah.
In this pseudocode, it is only represented for unique same. That means only a single word, right? Not a
No,
sentence.
no, all of the words, right? You're running a while loop here.
Okay, okay. Got it.
The outer while loop will pick a word and then you will go through each of the letters of that word inside the inner while loop. So for the outer while loop, you will go through all of the words in the data set. So at the end of execution, D will contain what? All the keys of D are unique letters. And against that, the values that are stored represent the frequency of those letters in the entire data set. How many times each letter has been used. So which option is correct?
Option A, frequency count of each letter.
Option A is correct. Frequency count of each letter. We're not doing words, right? And most frequent letter, definitely not, because what the question has asked is, what is D? D is a dictionary.
Ma'am,
So it is
can
not.
you
So basically, madam, D, what does D collect? It collect the each letter and the frequency of each letter
Look,
as a key.
in very easy terms, see, each card in words data set contains what? One word, right?
Ha,
Each card in words data set contains a word. What this
ha.
code does it breaks down each of the words and checks every individual letter and checks if that letter is present as a key in dictionary D or not. If it is a new letter, then it adds it as a key with the
Hmm.
frequency 1 because it has appeared for the first time. Next time, if you see that same letter, you just increment the frequency.
Hmm.
So at the end, it will create a dictionary which will have keys as all the unique letters in the data set, and the corresponding values represent how many times each letter has occurred in the data set.
So
Ah,
there will be
okay.
the unique keys of the whole paragraph, right?
Yeah, for the entire paragraph.
Okay.
I mean, whatever is the data set, we are going through the
Okay.
entire data set, right?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is a part question. So this is using library data set. What will D represent at the end of execution? So D is again initially empty. Only one while loop is there. So read the first row XIN table. 1 second.
Ma'am, it's the latest book published by the author.
So D will, what will D represent? Yeah. So we are going through each of the cards here. Now, once you pick a card, of course, the card has the author name, book name, all of that info. So you check whether the author name in the current book is a key of dictionary D, which obviously at the first iteration it will fail because this is empty. So if it
Is
is a
it
key,
the author with its first book?
for whatever is the first card you pick, that card will have some author name, right? So that author name cannot be a key of D yet because D is empty. So we have to create the key value pair. For the first iteration, definitely you have to create a key value pair. So the if statement will be invalid. So we'll come to the else. If is key D comma X dot author, so whatever is the current author, of course, is not a key of D because D is empty. So this part will give false. So you cannot enter if block. So come to else. In else, you will create a key value pair where the key is the author name and what is the value is the year in which this book was published. So one author has written multiple books in library dataset, right? So every time you pick a card, it might happen that at some point you pick a card whose author is already part of dictionary D, right? In that case, what do? You check that what is the current value stored against this author's name. Let's say I have picked this card first, card number 1. Here there was some, okay, let's say Arthur Conan Doyle is the author here, and this book was published somewhere in 1956, let's say. Okay, and here, let's say we have some book from Shakespeare, some 1860, let's say. Now we'll have one more card, let's say again Arthur Conan Doyle, one more card I got, 1962, let's say. Okay, these are 3 cards. So you first pick this card. Initially D is empty. So is the author a key of D? No. So you create a
No.
key value pair. So for Arthur Conan Doyle as the key, you will have the value as the current year where it was published. So 1956. Then you go for this one. So for Shakespeare also you get this 1860. Next you pick this card. So here again you have the same author. So now will you create a key value pair? No. You will,
No.
this if statement will be true now. If Arthur Conan Doyle, is he a key of this particular dictionary? Yes. So you come to the next if statement, nested one. What is the current value stored against this key? 1956. What is the current year of publication in this card? Current card, 1962. Which one is greater?
1962.
62.
62 is greater. So this will be 1956 this is actually checking that whether the current value is greater than the current value is, lesser than whatever value is stored already, right? So DX author, this is storing 1956 and the current year for the current card is
So,
1962. So this,
so
in
you're
this case,
storing,
will there be any update?
no, yeah.
No, because this is a wrong condition. 1956 is not greater than 1962. So no update is required. Let's say you take a 4th card where again it is the same author, but it is written in 1953. In this case, Again, you come to this nested if. So currently it is 1956, D of X dot author, no change happened. Is it greater than the current year, 1953? Yes. So now you update. Now in the dictionary, instead of 1956, I will store 1953. So the update happens when you find a book which has a older
Latest.
publication year, right? When the year is lesser. So then you update this. So basically in this dictionary, what we are updating? The keys
Oldest
are
year.
unique author names.
Year.
Correct. Unique author names. And what are they paired with? The value. What does it
First
represent? The
book.
first
The
publication.
first book.
Correct. Their first book.
ओल्डेस्ट
So
एडिशन
which option?
ये जो है फर्स्ट बुक ये जो
B
Option B.
option.
Option B.
First book.
Option B.
Yeah.
Authors as keys map to year of publication of first book. Okay. This question, the similar question came in quiz 2 and lot of people marked this option. So please be very careful when you see these symbols, right? Greater than, less than. Because usually it just comes to your brain that we update when we find a greater value. So that's why be very careful.
Remember that
This
ER gap question is confusing.
which one?
ER gap question.
Did not
That is
get
the
it.
gap between the years of the first publication and last publication, or last or second. Like this, one of the question came in quiz 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Of
Very
course, some
confusing.
questions will be. So some of the questions are those are the deciding questions, right? If you do that, then you come into the top percentage. Okay. Now this particular question is also based on the same data that we were doing. So now you know what D is. We have created D. Each of the keys are the author names, and against that the values are first publication dates, right? Or first publication years. What will A represent now? So now run this code. So A is 0 initially for each K in keys of D. Keys of D is what? List of unique author names. So for each of such keys, we check if D of K, that is the first year of publication for any author, is greater than A. If D of K is greater than A, then A is storing D of K. So basically, what will A at the end store? It is updated when you find a higher publication year. So A will store the maximum publication year date or the last one. So which option is
D
correct?
is storing the oldest. So how can it be greater?
What is D storing? Here
The
in
first
D,
publication.
each of the key
Your voice is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
in D, each of the key value pair is what? Author name and their first publication year. Correct.
Yeah.
So now
So
your
here
D
it
is
is.
created. Now in the entire dictionary, you are checking that what is the highest publication year. That is latest publication year. So for which author the publication year is the latest first publication. That's what you're
So
checking.
among
That
the
year will be
authors,
stored in A.
okay, so among authors first year publication, we are finding the latest one.
Yeah. All of the entries are first publications only. Among those also, which is the latest
Yes,
one?
which is the earliest. Okay.
Not got. Hello.
I'll just write an example. Let's say this is authored A, publication is 1960, B 1970, C 1965. Okay, let's say this is D. What are the keys? A, B, C, author names, right? So D
Yes.
of A is 1960. A starts with 0. Okay, D of K is first of all, first iteration 1960. 1960 greater than 0? Yes.
Yeah.
So A is storing 1960. Next iteration B 1970. So 1970 is greater than current A?
Yes.
Yes. So A gets updated to 1970. Next for C, A is currently 1970.
Not
Right?
get update.
1965. Not greater, so it will not
Yeah.
be updated. A remains 1970. So A will have the most recent first publication year.
Okay.
So madam, here is three keys now, A, B, C, and the values is 1960, 1970, 1980, correct? So first it will check the value of A, that is 1960. So it
It
will
will
check
check
the
all of them one by one. Yeah.
तो इसमें क्या होगा 1960 because 1960 is less than zero मतलब is this is greater than
1960
zero.
is greater than 0. Yeah, so that's why
Yeah,
it is
greater than
updated.
zero. That will be updated. Then it will update with the 1970 also. Then it will update it with 1980 also.
Yeah, whatever is the highest one. I have just taken this as an example dictionary. Whatever is the highest publication year in your dictionary is the answer that will be stored in it.
No, my
No,
confusion is
correct.
A, B, C. A, B, C is for the same author or for the different author?
How can it be for the same author? In the previous question, the dictionary we created, what were the author names? Author names are keys. Can keys be duplicate? A, B, C are author names, right? This is the same from the previous question only. So
Acha.
author names cannot be duplicate, right? They're keys. These are all unique authors.
Okay. In that case, the option A would be correct. हाँ. मुझे option B
Option
लग रहा है
A.
इसमें.
It is the publication year of the most recent book, which is also the first book of an author. Because first characteristic of dictionary D is all the key value pairs represent each unique author and their first year of publication of their first book. Amongst them also, I'm finding what is the most recent publication. So two things, the most recent book, which is also the first book of an author. This is correct. Year of the first book across library dataset, that will be the smallest one, right? That is the earliest edition.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So these are part questions. Now 7, 8 are also part questions. Okay. Now this one is executed using sports
Excuse me,
dataset.
excuse me, ma'am. Like the previous question, why it is the first publication also? This I'm not getting. Latest I'm getting, but why it is also a first publication?
Which one did you understand?
This I'm understanding, but what I've got, I'm
When
getting
you
like it is
created
the
this,
latest publication.
when you created this dictionary D, what was each key value pair? In this particular question, the dictionary you created, what is each key value pair in that dictionary?
Name of the author. No?
This is the key. What is the value?
Yeah, first publication one.
So in D dictionary, what years are you saving for every author? First publication.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how you're getting that. And here you are just checking that among all of those first publication years, which one is the most recent one. So whichever is the
Actually, it is
highest year
connected.
value.
Got it. It is connected with that one data. I was
Yeah, that's
taking
what
some
I
other
said in the
data.
beginning. The 5
Yeah,
and 6 are
ma'am.
part questions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so this is on scores dataset. What will CTD of K represent? So CTD is the dictionary. Okay. Table 1, while table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. These are all student data, right? Scores dataset. So for every card, we are checking if that town city of that card is a key of dictionary D. City D, I'm sorry. Initially, it is empty, so of course, you have to keep on creating the key value pairs. So if it is a key already, then we don't have to create. But if it is not a key, then we come to the else statement here and create the key value pair. So let's say this is my first card. It is from Delhi. Let's say the physics marks is 90. Okay. First card. So is Delhi a key of city D? No. This is the first card. So I have to create it. So city D dictionary now has a key value pair, which is key is Delhi. What is the value? Empty dictionary. First, it is an empty dictionary. Now see, inside the empty dictionary, now I'm populating. What is the gender of the current card? Let's say it belongs to female. So female, 90. Up to this, is it clear? For one card, what is happening? Any doubt
90 is
till
the score,
Yes, clear.
total score.
90 is the physics marks. Clear? Now let's take one more card. From Kolkata, let's say some male student has scored 78. Okay, so one more, let's create for Kolkata also. Nested dictionary, here the gender is male, physics marks 78. Okay, wait. I'll leave some space here. I'm just leaving a little bit of space.
Ma'am, so
just
we are
to make-
finding unique marks of two genders from unique cities, right?
Correct. Not unique, actually, we are finding the maximum marks. Maximum physics marks for each gender in every
Ma'am,
city.
ma'am,
That's
but
what
we
this
have to
dictionary
choose
is.
unique cities because we
Yeah,
are
cities have to be
okay.
unique because they are keys, right? Now, for each unique city, what we are storing in the nested dictionary is for male and female, what are the highest physics marks from that city. So let's take a few more cards to understand. So let's take
Ma'am, excuse
card.
me. You take Delhi with male one, and where it will
Yeah,
be
that's
updated. I want to see.
that's what I'm going to see. Going to write. See, for Delhi, it is a male card, and let's say this guy has scored 92. Okay. So first you check this if statement. Is Delhi a key of CVD? Yes. So we'll not go to the else part. You check the nested if. Is the gender of the current card also a part of the dictionary that is stored against this city or town? No, it has only female right now. Right. So you go to this else and create another entry for this particular gender male and the corresponding physics marks. So here there will be M92. Understood? Up to this? Anyone has a confusion up to this?
Yes, ma'am. How can we know that if only marks are different, we have to go to the previous else block?
Means, come again?
Means here both M and M are same, Kolkata and Delhi. We have only different marks. Here marks is 92, but gender is
It is
same.
two different. How is it same? It is two different genders, female and male.
But
See,
ma'am, how can we
what-
decide to change the physics mark in the previous else block, not this one?
which else block? This one.
Yeah, no, yeah, but previous one. Which
Let me take some examples. Wait. I'll take all your questions at the end. Let me do the whole thing first. Then you ask me if you still have a question. Okay. I'll just write all of the
ma'am.
cards and show. Let's take one more card from Delhi. This is also female, let's say. Physics marks. These are all physics marks I'm writing. Fine. I'll also write that physics. So these, let's say these are our 4 cards. Fine. Initially, city D is empty. Watch very carefully. First card. Is Delhi a city or town in city D yet? That is being asked in this yet.
Initially, it is not.
Not. So we have to create. So what is the else statement here? This one. So now city D.
Could you repeat once this step once? Means
This
for
is the
the
card I have picked.
no, for the fourth card.
I will not come to 4th card yet. All of you will ask different questions after I'm done explaining. So I'll start from the beginning. I'll finish, then you ask questions. Okay.
Okay.
See. First card, city town is Delhi. So we will create the city town as a key here. So Delhi is a city town key. Against that, what is the value? Empty dictionary. Up to this, fine for everyone?
Yes.
In this empty dictionary, now I have to create the key value pair inside the nested dictionary. What will be the key? The current card's gender. What is the gender? Female. Against
Female.
that, I'm storing the physics marks scored by the person. That is 90 in this case.
Yeah.
Till now, dictionary is fine.
Mm.
Now go for the next card. It is from Kolkata. Is Kolkata a part of CTD dictionary? Is it a key?
No,
So again,
not.
come to else. Again, create. Against Kolkata also, you'll have a nested dictionary. Inside nested dictionary, what will be the key value pair? Gender is male.
M.
Value is 78, physics marks. Third card. Again, Delhi. Now, the first if statement. Is key will give true or false for Delhi?
True.
True. Now come to the next if statement, line 5. The gender in this card, male. Is this a part of the dictionary that is stored against Delhi? Is this a key of the
No.
dictionary that is stored against Delhi? No.
No.
So for this if, this is the else. So we'll go to else and create the key value pair for this gender. So under Delhi, now I have one more key value pair, male and 92. Up to this, is it clear?
Yes.
Fourth card, again Delhi. Next if statement, is the current gender a key for Delhi already? Female? Do we have a key for Delhi? Female?
Yes.
Yes.
So do I need to
Yes.
create?
No.
No. We need to
Exception.
update. So now you update. This is the if statement. So what is the current mark stored against female gender in Delhi?
90.
90. What is the current card marks for female gender in Delhi? 95.
95.
So
We
90
will update to
plus
95.
95. So now I will update this 90 value to 95, whatever is the
No,
higher
yes, there's
value.
a problem with your sound.
So like this, I will do for every single city. So tell me something for CTD dictionary. What are the outer dictionary keys? What are the
City
keys of
name.
CTD?
City name.
Cities, the cities.
Unique city name.
City
Right.
name. City
Yeah.
name.
Unique city name. Now, for each city, there is another dictionary stored as the value. Inside that dictionary, how many keys will be there?
There will be
Maximum
keys
2.
only. One for male, one for female. Highest marks in physics.
Maximum 2.
There
It
is
was-
And
gender
against,
and the physics value.
yes. So there are only two genders in our data set. So it will be male and female, two keys for each city. And what are each of those keys storing? The highest physics marks scored by that gender in that city. So 95, if I get here at the end of execution, that means that in Delhi, among all females, the highest physics score is 95. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's what the code is doing. Now, we have to write what is city D of K representing. So K is any city. So for any city, what does it represent? I mean, this nested dictionary, basically, you have to explain.
K is the
So,
unique city name.
so now tell me which option is correct. Option A is saying a dictionary, that is, let's say for city
Option B.
D of Delhi.
Option
B
B.
will be.
For this, what does it represent? Okay.
Option B,
Dictionary
B
with
for ball.
gender as key. Okay. Option B, you're saying. A dictionary with gender as key mapped to the highest physics marks scored by that gender in that city key. This is correct. Anyone has a doubt in this question?
No.
Yeah, right.
Madam, CTDK simply represent the unique city name. That's it.
K represents the unique city name. City D of K represents the value that is stored against the city name. That is the dictionary.
Value depicts furthest unique city.
See, K is the city name, right?
K is the city name.
Delhi.
Hmm.
So when I write city D of Delhi, what do I mean? What does this give?
This gives the value against the Delhi.
So what is the value? The dictionary, female 95, male 90. That's what they're asking, that what is this dictionary? For any city, what is this dictionary storing?
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, here actually there is a nested dictionary and the keys are unique for both of them. they are of actually different data types. Can we have a single dictionary of unique keys with a different data types?
Just your voice actually got a bit broken up in the middle. Can you come again from the beginning what you said?
Actually, this is a nested dictionary, and
Yeah.
inside this, the keys are unique, but the keys are also unique, but they are of different data types. Can we have a single dictionary with unique keys and also they are of different data types?
With keys.
Your voice is not
But the
clear.
keys are different data types.
Ma'am, that's what I'm saying. Keys can be different data types, right?
What can be different data type in this question? I mean, in this question, what are the different data type you are saying?
I mean, Delhi is a string and male and female are the just characters.
See,
Right.
that does not matter. Key value can be any data type. Okay,
So-
but it will be consistent for all of the entries.
So,
For
ma'am,
every
we can
city,
have
yeah,
I
you
mean-
can have any data type.
different data types are allowed.
Sure,
right?
sure. Yeah. That is not a constraint. Okay. Please make sure everyone understood this. If there is any doubt, ask me because the next question is part of this only. Okay. See, now we know what is CTD dictionary, right? So what will A and B represent at the end of execution? So A is 0, B is 0 initially. Let me just write one entry for CTD so we remember. Let's write the Delhi one. So against Delhi, we have female, let's say 95 is highest and male, let's say 92 is highest. Okay, and there are for other cities also. So for each I in keys of CTD, what is I?
Name of the city.
Each unique city name, correct? Keys of CTD is all the unique city names. So one by one, we are checking for each city. So for each city, in L, what we are storing is keys of city D of I. So city D of I means, let's say if I is Delhi. So city D of Delhi. What are the keys of that? This represents what? This dictionary? Yes or no?
Yes.
What are the keys of this dictionary?
Gender.
Gender
Female and male.
Yeah.
So L will be what? Female and male. This is the list. Is this clear? Up to line 3.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Keys of CTD.
See, city D of I. This represents this dictionary.
Mhm.
Right? And this dictionary has 2 keys, male and female. So keys of city D of I means list containing male and female. That's it. Now next if statement is saying first of L. What is the first of L here? In my example, I have taken F comma M, whatever it is. Okay. So in my example, since F is the first of L, right? So will the first if statement be valid?
No.
No. So go to else. If city D of I, first of L. Okay. So let's take I as Delhi. And what is our first of L? In my case, F.
F.
So city D of Delhi, F. What is the value stored against that? Check the example. 95.
95.
We are checking if this value is greater than CTD of I last of L. So I is same Delhi. What is last of L?
So, ma'am, we
92.
are comparing between male and females of same
Correct.
city.
Yes. So see why I have this if else statement is because I don't know in which order the keys of D will come, right? It might be F comma M, it might be M comma F. So whatever it is, for both cases, you're actually doing this only. So if your first of L is M, that is your first entry is for the male students, then you check whether the male student's marks is greater than female student's marks. If it is greater, if males have the higher marks in physics in a particular city, then A is incremented. If females have the higher marks in physics in a particular city, then B is incremented. Is it clear what this is doing?
So in case of B, the female will be the in
So
first.
B is basically counting what? B is counting that how many such cities are there where females have a higher physics score than males.
Then
And A
male.
is keeping track of how many such cities are there where males have a higher physics marks than females.
Ma'am, there is one confusion as this that कि ये जो है ना आपका keys CTDI ये आपका दिखा रहा है कि gender
Hmm.
F और M
Hmm.
and F और M इन पे कितना वैल्यू है मीन्स इन पे कितना स्कोर इसमें आ रहा है तो इसको ये दिखाने का सिंटेक्स क्या होता है मतलब कैसे इसको थोड़ा ब्रेक करिए मतलब ये थोड़ा CTD दे उसके
See,
पास
CTD of I, first of all. Okay, what does this mean? Just values को लिख दो. I is D. First of all is, in my case, it was F, right? So
हाँ
this was F. So CTD of Delhi will give you this dictionary. Inside that, the key is F. So the value ultimately you're getting is 95.
हाँ F का वैल्यू कौन सा सिंटेक्स से आ रहा है
यही तो syntax है ना? This is the syntax to get the value. First you write the outer dictionary key, then you write the inner dictionary key. CTD of I is the city name, outer dictionary key. Then first of all, whatever it is, male, female, for that you are finding out the value.
नहीं तो फास्ट ऑफ एल जो है ये आपको आपका वैल्यू को फेच कर रहा है क्या इज इट फेचिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ
Every time you write a key inside square brackets for a dictionary, it will fetch the value only.
फेच द वैल्यू ओनली ओके ओके
Okay. Is this question clear? Pseudocode is clear for everyone. Any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
Please ask. Okay. So according to this, tell me which option. A is keeping track of number of cities where males have scored higher marks in physics than females.
Hmm.
Which option?
Option A would be the correct option.
Option A.
Option A is saying A is storing number of cities from which a male student has scored the highest physics marks than female. Okay. Let's see the other options also. B is saying number of male students. No, this is definitely wrong. It is number of cities. So B and D automatically get cancelled. So option C says number of cities from which a female has scored. No,
Option
A
C is
keeping
also
track-
wrong because it is
Yeah.
the inverse of A.
Yeah, exactly.
Option A is
So A
correct. C is not.
clear for everyone, right? This one. Okay.
Yep.
9 and 10 are separate questions. This is a very simple question. See, I've done this a million times before. So the given pseudocode is executed using a data set that is same as the words data set. So basically we have the sentence here. Each word is a card, right? So word count is a variable initially set to 0. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row. So first word is she. Okay. Now there is a procedure called get something. So whatever this returns, that will be used in the if statement. So first let's see what get something does for any particular card X. So let's say it takes this card containing the word she. Okay. So what will happen? First I is initialized to 1. Letters is an empty dictionary. And C is what? What does this symbol mean? C. What is single quotations?
String.
It is a string.
It is a key of that dictionary.
No, I'm just asking the data type of C.
C
A
is
string. A string.
String data type.
single
Yeah.
quote.
So three things we have: I, letters, and C. So I will start from 1. How long it will run? Whatever is the letter count. So for she, what is the letter count?
3.
3.
3. How many times while loop will run? 3 times.
3 times.
So first iteration, C is the ith letter of the word. I is starting from 1. What is the first letter? S. So C is S for the first iteration. Is C a vowel?
No.
No. So we will
No.
not do anything. Instead, you increment I. So I now becomes 2. Okay. Second iteration, what is C? H.
H.
Again, it is not a vowel. Again, increment I becomes 3. Third iteration, C is E. Now, C is a vowel, right? So letters dictionary, you will create one key value pair for this vowel. The vowel will be the key and true will be the value. So for this particular sentence,
So ma'am, the key will be E.
Yeah, E will be the key. So in letters dictionary, E is a key. Against that, the value stored is true. You have to do this for all of the words. Okay. But see what happens. Now, if get something X, okay. Okay, what does it return? It returns the length of keys of letters. So this is what I get for the first word. Keys of letters. How many keys we got from this she word? Only one key.
1.
So keys of letter will contain what? Only she. This is it. I'm sorry, only E, not she. Only E. There is only one key. What is the length therefore? 1.
1.
Where does it get returned back to? In line 4. So now you check, is 1 greater than equal to 2? No. So word count is not incremented. So from this, can you tell me that what we are checking by this get something? How many distinct vowels are there?
Vowel.
Are there in the
Distinct
word?
vowels. Right. Because see, we are not checking frequency of
Distinct.
vowel, nothing. Every time we get a new vowel, we create an entry. Right. So basically, length
So
of
you were telling distinct because the old one we are mapping it to true. That's why.
Yeah. So if you have two E's in some word, right? In that case, will you create two E key value pairs? You cannot do that. Duplicate keys are not possible. So E will only be present once. So letters dictionary is keeping track of how many unique vowels are there in a word. Length of keys of letters will also give that only, how many unique vowels are there. So basically that's the value you get back in line 4. So if the number of unique vowels is greater than equal to 2, then only you increment word count. So for which of the words the unique vowel count will be greater than equal to 2? Just find that out. That's your answer. For cells, what is the unique vowel count?
1.
1, yes.
For seashells,
2.
unique
2.
vowels, E and A.
Mm.
This is duplicate, right? So 2. For by, 0.
0.
No, yes.
Okay, and for the,
1.
1.
1.
For seashore,
3.
3.
Mm.
Again, the is 1.
1.
Shells is 1. She is 1. Cells is 1. R is 2. Seashells is 2. I am, this is, I'll take I apostrophe M. So again, 1. Sure is
2.
2. So among all of
So
these
the answer
words,
will be 4.
yeah. So just
you will
check
take 5.
which one satisfies this condition, greater than equal to 2. So this seashells,
No, 5,
seashore,
5, 5.
are seashells, sure. 5. 5 is the answer. Everyone understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is
So
easy.
one such question also you might get in quiz 2 in NET. Okay, this is a very interesting question. See, the following pseudocode is executed using sports data
Ma'am,
set.
I have a question in the previous, if you could just scroll. 1 is greater than, see, line number 4 says that 1 is greater than 2, right?
It is checking that what is the number of unique vowels per word. If that number of unique vowels is greater than equal to 2, then you increment word count. So for 1, it
Greater
will
than
not
or-
satisfy.
Okay, okay, got it.
I just wrote this for the first word, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this one, M, P, and C are the lists of the sequence numbers of the students who have scored more than 80 marks in maths. physics, and chemistry. So each of these represent a list, right? So each of these lists contains what? Sequence numbers of the students who have scored more than 80 marks in maths, physics, and chemistry respectively. So all the sequence numbers of all students who scored 80 plus in maths will be present here, same for physics and chemistry. At the end of execution, dictionary 80 stores a dictionary with the sequence number of student mapped to the number of subjects in which the student has scored more than 80. So we have to choose the correct implementation of this N sub procedure. Okay, so understand what I am trying to do. I already have 3 lists, okay? M, P, and C. Each of these lists are for each subject. Each list represents what? Sequence number of students who have scored more than 80 in that particular subject, right? First tell me that can there be intersections between these 3 lists?
Yes, maybe.
Yeah, can be.
Yes.
There might be students who have scored more than 80 in more
Yes.
than one subject, right? Someone might have scored 80 plus in all 3 subjects, so their sequence number will be in all 3 lists. Is that idea clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So now what we are trying to do is we want to create this dictionary 80 which stores sequence number of a student. That means what are the keys of this dictionary? Sequence number. Sequence numbers are already unique, right, for every student. So this dictionary will have keys as sequence numbers of students. What will be the values stored against each sequence number? Is the number of subjects in which student has scored more than 80. So if someone, let's say sequence number 1, has scored 80 plus in maths and physics, so what will be the value stored?
2.
Sequence number 1 is to 2. Yes. So that's what we want to achieve. So this N sub procedure will achieve that. Okay, we need to just see what is the correct implementation. Question is clear for everyone? How to approach it?
Yes, ma'am.
So some of the code is given. So dictionary 80 is initially empty. Now you go through all of the cards one by one. See, while table 1 has more cards, read the first row X. Dictionary 80 will contain the sequence number and the value stored will be whatever N sub procedure returns for this particular sequence number. So see something, if the student has scored, let's say in 2 subjects he has scored, in maths and physics he has scored 80 plus, then the sequence number for this student will be present in both lists M and P. Correct?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what we are checking, that in how many lists that sequence number is present. That's all you have to do. First option check. So what is the argument taken by the procedure? Sequence number. Let's say for sequence number 1, maybe I'm checking. So count is 0 initially. Count is keeping track of how many subjects are there in which this particular sequence number has scored more than 80. Member function you remember in lists?
Yes.
In list when I write this, so it is basically checking if n is a member of list M. Right? So if the current sequence number is a member of list M, that is people who have scored more than 80 in maths, then you increment count by 1. If he is also a member of P, then you again increment. If he is also a member of C, again increment. And lastly, you return the count. Where will
Yes,
that
ma'am.
be returning back to? This. Okay. So this is what? The value stored against the key N, that is sequence number N. Is this correct implementation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Looks correct, but this is MSQ. So let's see what is the other one. Here, what is it correct or wrong? See what is the difference.
It's
Ma'am,
Up to
wrong.
this, everything is
Sounds
set.
It's returning Boolean value.
It
So
forms a
this is
list.
returning Boolean value first of all, right? And what we want, map to the number of subjects. So Boolean value is definitely wrong. This one also. Check.
It's not returning
Yes.
anything.
Return statement only. Okay. Okay, here only we have one correct option. So these two are not returning anything at all, right? So no need to check these two options. Only first option is correct. So some MSQ might be like this only. You can have only one option. This is clear for everyone?
I have a,
Last question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
no, I have a doubt on one question.
Yes.
One in PYQ and one in and two of them in PA8.
PA8. PA8 can I discuss next week because I need to first do the
Okay,
theory.
so can
Okay, you
you
can show the
discuss?
PYQ. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, rest of you, if you don't have a doubt, you can drop off. We'll have the class for week 8 theory. We will do in Friday session. Okay, and in the meantime, please, if you keep finding discrepancies in graded assignment, please let us know. Okay, for this week 7, at least try to attempt it today only and let us know if there are any changes required.
So, madam, in the quiz one, there is 2 questions there. We get the marks that is be updated in the dashboard.
Yeah. Not everyone will get. If you have selected the correct options and the evaluations, then only you will get.
Means whoever has attempted that question,
Yeah.
they will get.
If you have attempted it, then you will get some marks, given that you haven't selected any of the wrong options.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I share?
Right. Yeah, you can share.
Now is it visible?
Yes. Okay. Let's see. What is A and B, right? So here what you're doing is again creating a dictionary D with town city as the keys. Okay. So each unique town city has a key and the value stored against that is the lowest marks scored in mathematics from that city. Okay. A is 0, B is 100 for each y in keys of D. For each town city, we are checking if B is equal to D of Y, that is lowest marks in maths. And if B is greater than D of Y, then 1 second. A is set to 1 and B is set to D of Y. Okay, yeah. So A
I
is
have given
basically.
I have given the correct option as option C. You can look into this option C. But I want to know that here A represent the number of students of town Y with minimum marks and B represent the minimum marks of town Y.
See, B represents the lowest mathematics marks scored in any town. Okay. Scored across all of the towns, I'm sorry. All city towns. B represents lowest math marks scored across the data set. Okay. In maths.
Okay,
A
I thought it is
represents
for town
number of
Y.
cities. No. A represents number of cities that have this lowest marks in math.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
May I stop?
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you everyone. I'll close the
Thank you,
call.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.